Hey guys, it is Lucid. Welcome back. We have a new turn with the Late Age Relay, and it's a bit of a zinger. Not gonna lie, I won't pretend this is the first time I've seen it. I haven't played the turn yet, or I haven't played most of it, but oof, big oof. All right, we found a Blood Marble Mausoleum, which lets you get vampires, which is kind of cool. If you have a Blood 3 Mage, which I think is worth it, probably, barely. You know, they could be blood hunting. We don't have a Blood 3 Mage, though, but might not be worth it. Anyway, we magic phase here, and this actually is a very important battle. And he put a lot of PD here. This is like 30 PD, or 25 maybe. We did Body Ethereal so the arrows wouldn't hit us. And then we do one Water Elemental, two... and it wasn't quite enough. And this ends up making a huge difference because he did multi-phase move a guy through here, and this would have blocked it. Hoi. Oh, yeah. And then we have the big battle in Jotunheim. On the side of all that is good and holy, the squids, we have a big line of Meteorite Guard. These guys are on attack closest. These guys are on attack rear. What happened last time was I had these guys on attack rear, and they're really slow, like super slow. So they were hitting the front. He like had concentrated in the front line and kind of broke my front line. And by the time that had happened, these guys were like halfway around, and then they started, basically the guys on the flanks didn't do anything. So I was like, okay, well, let's have a big long line and then get a good contact on the front. And then we'll have these guys, if there's any holes, plug them up and just charge to the back. We've got Winter Ward coming out, hopefully in a few spots. My god's here, Bubbles, and yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff. I wonder what level... You know, we could just zap this dude with Magic Duel. It'd be kind of funny. It's only got a few Astral Mages. And he's got his fountain here, which I think is an Astral Nature, Blood, Water. Kind of cool build he has. Though this player, of course, is a sub, so they didn't actually pick the build. I think he's casting, it looks like... Oh, was he doing he was doing Poison Ward. So he saw my script previously and saw that I was going to do Foul Vapor. He didn't see my script, he just saw my mages and anticipated Foul Vapors. And here it comes. Now we have Serpent's Blessing, which is better, so all our guys have it. But we have a smaller HP pool, so a little bit balances out. He's got a lot of Horde of Skeletons coming out. I think this is a Sabbath, yeah, this is a Turbo Communion. Now, what's happening here is these guys, because my guys are on attack closest, they consolidated inwards, and that made his longer line have some guys flank. And what that has done is my Meteorite Guard, who are on attack closest, are now running after the goddamn flankers, which had put these guys, whose only job was supposed to be siege defense, basically, it has put them up in the front. So my formation has gotten completely fucked right now. Like, completely fucked. We have Protection of Void, so all our guys have Astral Shield. And what's happening now is these guys are getting crushed while we're busy fucking around with other things. Bubbles is passed out for a little bit. He put up Life After Death. Yeah, these guys have poison resistance, so Foul Vapor is not really doing much. And all my good infantry haven't done jack shit. Look at them, they're not doing jack shit. They're just sitting back here, and these guys are going to contribute to HP routing. I have just not been able to get this formation right. And this, you know, every time you play Nation, you learn things. And I'm learning how important, you know, whatever you choose for formation is. Okay, these guys have cold resistance, so this guy should not be getting fatigued out. This guy does not have it, he is. Yeah, all fucked. I can't watch it. The thing that happened was our formation got messed up. There's another thing that happened, which is I should have bitten the bullet and done, and it's a spell I had. I should have bitten the bullet and done Solar Brilliance. On one hand, I would want to do Darkness, so that, you know, but the Skelly Spam Turbo Communion is the real threat here. And these guys. It's a really good kind of combination of stuff you have to protect against. You have to protect against these guys, which honestly I don't need Darkness to kill them, and you have to protect against the Skelly Spam, which is the real thing. But you can see we got walloped. Our front line fell asleep because it didn't get enough poison or water or Winter Ward on them all. And fortunately our cap only mage, we brought 3 big boys. 2 of them died. One of them that died though turned into a Soulless Giant. So we didn't lose him, so that's a silver lining. What did we lose of consequence? We lost a bunch of Meteorite Guard and some things that should not be. 100 or 9, let's say 100, because we probably lost some in the retreat too. So it sucks, but you know, like our army graph isn't exactly down. Just flatlined for a turn. Airmore's army graph is going nutso though. So anyway, that is what has happened. We lost this. I have since tried to negotiate peace, and the terms of peace I wanted was to have these 2 provinces and to have this one and the rest of the underwater stuff, and he said no, which is unfortunate because he's still gonna die. There's nothing, if he chooses to fight me, it looks like I don't have much over here now. I mean, we're gonna raffle stomp the shit out of him. As soon as we get Alt 8, that's going to answer all of our problems. We're gonna, like, the next big fight's gonna look like this, guys. We're gonna have Fog Warriors up. We're also, and I need to figure out how to logistically get one of my fire dudes over there. But we're going to have Warriors of Methuselah, which is going to give us all cold resistance. And I have the little fire dudes over here. I have to figure it out, though, and I don't know the best way. Oh, I think he can cast Become Meteor. Or did we take that out? I think we took that out. Thank God we took that out. That was a dumb spell. So I have to figure out how to get him over there. But it should be possible. What's the best way? Here. Then I probably... Oh, this is going to be really tricky. Here, and then maybe I do a raid here, and then go here, and then... But I need to get him like a water-breathing ring. So, anyway, or like Boots of Flying would actually probably be most ideal. Boom, boom. And that way he could... he actually might be able to hit this province with Boots of Flying. Boom, boom, boom. I think it gives you kind of map move 3 if it's friendly. Maybe it's only 2. We'll figure it out, but I need to... That's on the list. We have a few turns till he's going to be needed, though, so I think I'm going to have him probably make, like... Or probably just research this turn. We're spending all of our fire gems. Kills Micklin, who's basically AFK. And, yeah. So, fortunately, this didn't get posted to game chat, but I'm sure the guys shared this, because they probably have, like, a group thread or something stupid. And this... Okay, so what is all happening? This turn is the turn we get elfed. So we have to put up anti-elf defenses. This is the turn Arethia can attack. And Arethia's armies that are going to attack me are right here. This is the big one. And it's probably about 100 crossbowmen and probably about like 50 mages, is my guess. Maybe a bit more. And he's going to attack, and we don't know exactly what he has, but what I do know is crossbowmen mages are probably not going to do well against mass flight. That's kind of what I do know. And I also know that if they're summoning things like water elementals or whatever they're summoning, probably not going to do well against Fog Warriors. And these guys don't have dark vision, so that's probably also going to hurt. So I'm expecting him to just march all these idiots up here onto this fort, which looks very lightly defended, and he's got a tech advantage. And we've PD dumped it to 82. I've had to cancel most of my mage recruitment to do this. We're going to be bringing in most all these guys. I still have to script all this. But the plan is basically we're going to be turn 1 summoning a bunch of water elementals. And swarm. Whatever it is we can do. We're going to summon a bunch of stuff turn 1. And then after that, we're going to drop an absolute metric ton of mass flight stuff right on top of their heads. And who thinks they need a storm staff to invade Relay? So that'll be good. This is the only player I'm really worried about killing me. So this is one theater, and I've got to script all this. The second theater, and I don't think he's actually going to attack here, but he's got a sizable army here. I think this is a defensive force. There's not nearly as many mages or anything like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Over here, Pelagia doesn't really have much in position to attack me. It's not like he's stealthy or anything. So we'll see. There's probably going to be an army showing up here next turn. I may choose to ping that. But the main events for the turn are scripting this, which I guess we can do some of it together, because that's the main thing. And it will be defending against elves, because Nick Knight's going to attack me. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to high commitment attack you. I mean, whatever, you fucker. You fucker. I'd love to use this guy for defense, but sadly we can't do that. One thing I may need to do, if he tries to pop this fort, is I might have to cast Become Dragon. And that will potentially save my huge Eternal Pyre casting, because if he casts Become Dragon, I can then give him a ring and he'll go underwater. So that's actually potentially important. I need to check that it will keep the enchantment, but I think it should, because it's not connected to the type of chassis, it's connected to the unit. So anyway, actually we might have him search. And then we are putting up Tower of the Heavens, and we're putting 144 in it, which is kind of a lot. I think, you know, there's a chance people overcast it with 200, but there's a bigger chance people cast it by like 100. So we'll see. I don't know if this will stay up, but it might. And we'll start banking up fire gems to either take it back or to, I don't know what we'll do. We're done trading for them though. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep the fire stuff. It's going to depend a lot on how long we can keep Eternal Pyre up, but we'll see. Fuck Kangobia. Stupid broken nation. Anyway, so yeah, we've got to figure out what we're going to do for defense here. There's different things we could do. We could put bubbles in, and bubbles would probably murder a bunch of elves. We could put, we did get this turn Alt 6, which means bubbles is now a, whatchamacallit, Soul Vortex dude. But I'm pretty sure I want to bring bubbles to this fight, but I'm not positive. Oh, there's some other stuff on Blandos. On Blandos, I'm at war with TNG now too. They're attacking, and they've got a big army here of crossbowmen. I think we're going to fuck them. I don't know when the right turn to surprise him and show him that I have... I don't know when's the right turn to show him that I have Aerofend. Because I'll show you my original thinking. My original thinking is we take this Selkie and we Cloud Trapeze her. I think she's in range. We Cloud Trapeze her over here. Right? And she can do Aerofend and then we'll crush these dudes. Yeah, that's one option. The second option is I try to defend this with what I have here. The problem is what I have here is not necessarily great against what he has, which is going to be a bunch of crossbows. You saw how slow my guys are. Crossbows are really good against Meteorite Guard. The difference is I will have, you know, my own longbowman. I don't have Will of Fates. I could... We can't really have Darkness up, I don't think. Well, no, I don't think we could. Either way, he's getting these this turn, because we are going to mount some defense. He's going to probably try to take this. I mean, the other thing is, like, I think this army's going to go here, and this army's going to go here. And he's going to be like, oh, I've got it, you idiot. But it's possible he sends this army here to take this out. I can teleport my god on top of this, especially, and I don't think I can forge it, but if I had an air shield item, it would actually be really good against crossbows. I think for fighting this stack, I actually do want a different set of kit for my god. And my god will be in a lab this turn. So I think that's what we do. I think we Aerofend this, and my god will be in a lab, and as long as he doesn't move this army back in this fort, which I think there's no reason he will, we can pick off his army with my god, and that will be fun. That will be a lot of fun. But I need to think about what I want. So this army is probably going to have flaming arrows, and we're going to probably want regen. It's going to be... This is really high Dominion, though. It's like Dominion 9. The regen's actually not going to help, but Soul Vortex will be good. But mostly we need to not take damage. But I could do also something like Rigor Mortis with my god, which will tire them out, and then we get to cast skeletons at them, and that will kill them. So there's probably a lot of different ways to do it. That may be the best way. It's just doing Rigor Mortis. The problem with Rigor Mortis is it's a lot of fatigue. So I could do like Powerless Spheres, and then I could put... My god, I think it's Death 5. It's right here. So He's Death 5, so Power of the Spheres will get him up to 6, and we can put 6 gems in it, which it's 3 gems to cast. So it would be effectively 3 additional paths, and it's 4 paths required. So we'd be Death 6 with 3 effective additional paths. So it would be as if we were casting with Death 9. So 5 bonus paths total. That means we would be dividing by, I think it's divided by 6, the fatigue. So yeah, that would put it around like 50 fatigue maybe, if it works. And I probably fucked up the math, but that is possible. And we do have a big shield. Even this shield's probably fine for crossbows, especially if I upgrade the armor. I think to do this, I would want to have an Aerofiend type amulet, and I would want to have the thicker armor. And I would probably want like some addition. Oh no, this gives me fire resistance. That's probably enough for flaming arrows. Yeah, I think that would actually work. And then he would get completely boned. So I think that's kind of the plan. We're probably going to move and patrol here and make a defense. I don't want him sending these guys on my capital. I think what I need to do for this is I need to put... Well, how many... I don't think he can move the Long Dead on these forts quite yet. The other thing... Y'all may think I'm being a little bold, not completely evacuating the water. We need a planet. This is by far and away the best place still for me to take. And he's completely fucked. I mean, guys, let me show you the research. I mean, he has had, props to the player. They have had an absolutely amazing defense. I mean, it has been beautiful. And I don't know how much of it was intentional, how much he's fucked up my formation, and how much of it was my mistake, and how much of it was luck. But I mean, he's crushed me tactically. It's really, really shameful on my part. So, okay, here we go. So his army, let's get all these things off. I just want to show you. We'll get middle-aged TNG in him. Because this is the fight for Blendos. This is the fight I want to have. Okay, there's Jotunheim. We're just going to look at all their graphs compared to mine. Actually, we'll put the other 2 big people in. Pelagia and Arethea. Alright, so these are the main people I'm going to be fighting. We're also going to be fighting the elves, which are pretty strong. But the elves can go get fucked. I don't even care if they get some of my land. Even if they took my land forts, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I'm going to... And I will fuck him until he gives me every single property back. I had discussed giving some properties to the elves, but they weren't in a very negotiating mood. They were not open, but I'll show you what I was going to give. I was like, look, you can have any... I want this and this, and at least the throne here, but I was willing to negotiate these, or, you know, like any of these stars, this star, this star. And he has ways to connect to them through down here. He's got a province that can get to... I forget exactly which one. Like this, and then from here he could get this. So anyway, I was willing to give him some of my stars and my place over here, which would be a little awkward for him to get to. And, you know, like if he... I could negotiate to give him 1 or 2 of these. He wanted Sauron's Sphere, which is like 3 moves from my capital, this whole thing. So I was like, nope, get fucked. Will it be more expensive than fighting the elves? I don't know. It might be. But if this were a worse player, I would be a little more worried about giving him stuff, but I don't feel threatened by him and like he's going to kill me. And this is going to become such a goddamn quagmire for him that it's going to basically pull him out of the game if he commits to it. So I'll let him ruin his game if he wants to. But that's kind of my thinking. Let's think of other things. Let us think of other things. Oh, some other cool stuff that we're doing is we're deploying the Bows of War. We've got these guys with Bows of War, which is going to help. What are the things that these guys might do? Well, here's the thing. These guys are going to enter a communion, and I think that's going to be a tragic mistake. Because by the time they've entered a communion, we are going to have already put up mass flight. And then anything they do thereafter isn't necessarily going to matter, because he's going to have a few hundred of my units raining down on top of him. But the things I'm thinking he would do are like Fog Warriors, probably mass protection. I don't think he has Alt 9 yet. He could do that. That's not even going to save him, I don't think. Probably a bunch of summoning. I mean, when you see mages and crossbowmen, you know there's at least going to be a good amount of summoning. You don't know how much. But we'll gladly kill all of his shit for him. All right. he's basically kind of cheated with this pearl making thing. I mean, he's been getting, for not even doing anything except taking it on his god, he's been getting probably like 6,000 or 7,000 gold a turn. Like more income than me just from his alchemy thing. Anyway, we'll kill him. It's about to fizzle out because gold stops becoming super valuable later. But okay, let's actually do this script for this battle. I want y'all to be here when I fuck it up. So this mage I'm not going to script. Okay, well, let's put some other considerations in here. What are the other things I need to worry for? The other things I need to worry is he could magic phase with like a harmonica golem. He could have anything, right? And that could PD wipe me before, you know, the army comes. And then my whole thing would actually fuck up and turn around on me. So the safest play would actually be having Home Slice come out and do air elementals, which would fuck up any kind of magic phase attack he has. The problem is if I commit this guy to doing that, then I'm not going to be able to defend this, which in some ways is a good thing with Aerophant. But I probably would have to do other things, like, I'm not even sure. But we would have to come up with some kind of spell for me to cast that would be good. And I'm not sure what that would be. I mean, the other thing is I could potentially magic phase, because I did make a kit for this. I could maybe... Let's take a look at this option, because it's not horrible. I think I made it this past turn. I was teleporting this guy here, but I think I have the full kit. Yeah. How would this work? I mean, ideally I teleport somebody who's twice-born. I think I have a twice-born idiot here. Who was it that was twice-born? Was it one of these guys up in this battle? Oh, my goddamn scout with gems got trolled out and he died in the retreat too. I don't think he's here. And this idiot also died. Okay. Well, I know I've got a twice-born one somewhere. Let me see if I can find him. Where did I put you? I'm kind of feeling like did I put him down here? Did I teleport him out? That would be possible. Or did I put him over here? Because no. Okay, I know I twice-born somebody. I don't know where he went. Oh, this is the other thing. We've got the cubes of death now. We have the cubes of death. Well, I'll look for it in a minute, but I was pretty sure I had him twice-born. Oh, here he is. He's insane, so I didn't see him. He would be a good candidate. I mean, this guy could be a good candidate too, because crossbows, here's the thing. You don't think these guys are going to be great thugs, but they actually are pretty phenomenal. The problem is actually morale. I've been trying to get some morale boosting items. God, did I not make a fire hat? I really need a fire hat. This is the only thing I'm worried about is the goddamn morale. And I've been trying to trade for a flesh eater. Nobody will trade me. But yeah, we can do just some basic stuff like this. I would like to have... See, he's going to have Soul Vortex, and this is not a Skelly spam nation, so we should be okay. What else am I going to need? I mean, this is really high protection. He has to take damage for this to kind of hurt him, but he can get repelled, because he's going to be almost immune to normal damage. I wonder if I have another Linked 4 thing with Thunder Whip. Oh, I have 2 rings of regen. Do I have a shock boost? Oh, I do. Okay, this will actually be good. Here, I don't have to worry about him getting repelled. That's one of the ways... The problem is, why I mentioned that, is I don't really care about, like, oh no, he got repelled, the attack didn't get to go through. But if he gets repelled and the morale check saves the repel, then you take 1 HP damage, which wouldn't matter, but that can put you over the threshold for... Well, I mean, basically, you'll just start taking morale checks every time you take damage. So we don't want that. The way you script these guys, and it's a little tricky. In vanilla, you can get death 2s, which are a bit more fun to do this with. But the way you script them God, it would be really nice to have. I think this will work. We'll actually test it, but I think the way this should work is you have to do Power of the Spheres first, then you do Invulnerability, and then you do Soul Vortex. And you might be like, okay, well, how is that going to work? Well, you're going to give yourself enough gems to not, you don't want to be super stingy on this, right? Because first of all, we may hit 2 armies. If we hit 2 armies, well, that's that. We don't want it, but we can, we'll live with it. And I think the place I'm thinking about moving, it's actually kind of likely we hit 2 armies. But yeah, we'll jump on them. We'll do this, and then we'll do, I don't know if we need to do Quicken Self. I think we may just do Liquid Body. Yeah, I think we'll do Quicken Self. And the way this should work is we'll be getting pegged by crossbows, but with Invulnerability, we'll actually test this real quick. You can see this is how I do my turns. It's like I start thinking about one thing and then I get distracted and we end up, taking forever to get anything done because I'm switching back and forth between a million things. Okay, here we go. Debug. I think this will work. But it may be that I need a shield. If I need a shield, I don't think I have one. Shields help a ton against crossbows. An absolute ton. An absolute ton. So we'll do middle TNG. And we'll do new relay. And then you will do bubbles. All right, and we're just going to make a few of you on repeat, and we're going to make debug senseis, and over here we're just going to poop out little Imperial crossbows. Get them some good leaders. And I'm going to assume he's doing flaming arrows, so we'll just summon a flame spirit here too, and do flaming arrows. Okay, and go ahead and get our debug senseis, and I think we should be about good to go this turn. Let's go ahead and have TNG move. Okay, we're gonna need, we'll do this first one with just these guys. He also had a bunch of these amulets. I'll have to research real quick. Okay, time to make the gear. So the gear that we were going to do, which is not ideal, but it's the Thunder Whip, and then this, and then this. And we had the big heavy black steel plate. He doesn't have any feetsies, but we do have a Ring of Regen, and we do have Tamed Lightning Ring. Okay, and we got a Death Random, which is very nice. And TNG, let's have you roll out, buddy. Let's see what we can do here. I don't, honestly, let's just get some Celestial Servants. 1 second. How did you get just one? All Celestial Soldiers. Oh, I want Servants. Celestial Army. 12 Celestial Servants. Okay, let's get some more debug senseis real quick. I'm gonna get like 10 of these. And here we go. Celestial Servants. Okay, and then we'll put these idiots over here. On this... Okay, I've got to get a mage, sadly. Magic Leadership 15, that seems okay. Now, we didn't match his Bless or anything. So these Celestial Servants will be a little better with the Bless, but they're pretty garbage. We'll do Phoenix Power, or we'll just... Yeah, he's going to be doing it in a Communion. So we'll do Phoenix Power Flaming Arrows. And we'll build a lab. We'll intern. And, okay, so we're set up. These guys have some fire gems. Get the back, I don't want them incinerating my dude. And this is pretty risky, and this is going to be the bigger stack. I actually kind of am thinking it's not going to work now that I've actually got it done. Okay, so... Here we go, boys. Fire in the hole. The script, Power of the Spheres, Invulnerability, Soul Vortex, Liquid Body, Quick and self-attack closest. Don't know if this will work. We'll find out. Wait, let me make sure I have him on attack closest. Okay, I do. Very possible this does not work. Okay, yeah, I don't even know if invulnerability went off. Oi! Okay, so the trick to this, let's see if we can make it work. We got a different dude down here. Tough skin. The trick, I think, to making this work is a very special item for thugging into crossbows, which is the Shield of Valor. You never see it get used. They probably nerfed the cost of it, because they're like, oh, it's not good most of the time. Except when you need to do this, then it's broken as shit. The thing I would really want is this. I need to see if Creed can make me one of these. I know he can. He's just being a bastard. Stinger... Yeah, I think we'll stick with the Stinger. For the hat, the Fire Hat would be very ideal. Well, we might be able to eke that out this turn. I can put a hammer, we can do a little bit less overcast on that thing, and put it up. This is still pretty good for this. And then for here, we already have Aerofend. This is nice. I think if I had it my way, I'd probably do this. Okay, let's see if this works. This guy has tough skin, which shouldn't matter much. Okay, and let's see if this works. So, turn 1, Power of Spheres. Turn 2, Invulnerability. Turn 3, Soul Vortex. Turn 4, Liquid Body. Turn 5, Quick and Self-Attack Closest. And, like so, we will see if this works. This is a kind of hard thing to thug into, so I'm not actually positive if it's going to happen. Okay, it looks like it worked. I'm telling you guys, that shield is amazing for this particular job. Morale is a big fucking problem. Oh, I gave him this hat, which should help a lot. Yeah, they're not getting super close to killing him. Yeah. Okay. Problem is, this item I actually don't have the paths for. It's Earth Air. And you may have noticed, but Relay doesn't get that. I can trade for it, but the problem with trading for it is it's going to take a couple turns to get here. You know, it does beg the question, is there a way to do it without that? And let's test it real quick. The way to do it without that would be we make one of these things, which I can make, like a thing of solid air. Where are you? Now we're actually going to have to research real quick because it's a DE item. Okay, this thing, an Amulet of Solid Air. And the other thing which we'll need is we need a decent shield. And shields that are good for crossbows are going to be shields that have high protection, like this, and high parry. These matter both, I think, for blocking arrows or crossbows. It's like this, not good. This, not good. This, not terribly good. Not terribly good, not terribly good. The Shield of Valor, look at this. 21 8. 8 matters a lot. It is so hard for arrows to get past 8 parry. Can't make that. This one I could make. This one's actually really good. Oh no, I can't make that. That one's bad. Bad. Do I have Earth? Oh, I do have Earth Mages though, but I have Earth Water. What is the highest of the DE ones? This one? Air Fire? I don't have that. Earth Water is not a good shield for parry. I mean, I can just make one of... That's a shit ton of encumbrance, though. The Gold Hoplon Fire 2. I actually could make this. And this actually would be really good. So we'll do this. It's going to take care of all of my needs when it comes to fire resistance. The Gold Hoplon. The problem if I make this is I wouldn't be able to this turn also make the hat, which is a bit of a zinger. That's probably okay. We'll put like an earth hat on or something, which is probably what I would end up doing. The problem, and you'll see it here, we'll probably end up routing. I think this is just too low morale. And we'll be in hostile dominion too, so it actually would be worse than this in a game. Which, I'll see if I can get my guys out of here, and we'll get TNG to come over here and preach this up real quick. This is going to be like super hostile dominion for me. It's going to be hostile dominion for them too, but I'm not really worried about them. Okay, good. That's TNG dominion now. All right, now TNG, gather your forces. Okay, that's probably plenty. I'll give you a few of these. All right, march forward. I want them to kill all the garbage there, so this guy comes in alone. And he's got the same script. Perfect. Let's see how he does. Oh, he needs not this. He needs the Amulet of Air now. So this should be about as good. This should be slightly worse. Mostly, I think, from their morale. We'll see if I end up taking a morale check and fail. It looks like we won. So, you know, he's going to have more stuff. He could do things with mages. I think this is what we do. We don't really have the kit right now to kill crossbows. I need some arrowfinned amulets. So I think we'll make that. Well, let's look and see how the Sylph does when you... Yeah, that shield makes a huge-ass difference. He's obviously not going to have pillar of fire research, but we do have 15 fire resistance. Beautiful. All right, so that's what we're gonna aim to do with TNG. We're gonna have just Boku problems to solve though. But let's go ahead and get this all done. We'll double check our gear again. I don't think I have anything where I'd feel comfortable doing this. I mean, I think you have to have a good shield and Arrowfin to do this. And I'm just not feeling we have any of those. We don't. So sadly, we cannot thug this turn. Not with much meaningful. You know, we could try to thug these guys. Long Dead Giants. He can't move here. These guys do have damage reversal. We could get our MR pretty high, but that's kind of going to be a hard thing to thug into. I mean, we could get the frost resistance fine. Ooh, we do have this shield. I made a Ring of Returning. Okay, wait, hold up. Let's pull all of our gear off, because I realize I've now got a fair amount of gear. But that's my other dude. I think that's most of my gear that's not on my god. I'm going to make sure I don't have another thug somewhere. It's just my god. So, let's check. I think it's just this shielded muttering. And we don't have any Arrowfin stuff. So, here's what we do, boys. Here's where I'm making my little bows. We are going to now make, not bows of war, but I want to have two of these guys who can potentially drop in. So we're going to make these guys, I think it's pretty much strictly superior to this thing. So we're going to make one of these. We're going to make two of them, which sucks. You know, I'd rather have bows of war, but not rather. I would like to have bows of war, but we're going to need these for an efficient conquering of TNG. And I might need one for my god too. That's the reason. Because my god may be the one we send on top of the Doomstack. But it may be better in really high dominion to send some of my Death Squiddos. And since he's not going this turn, and we have the luxury, we can actually twice-born him. Because my Death guys are pretty useful, and if I'm going to use them as thugs, it's pretty good to have them twice-born. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. So we're going to go ahead and twice-born, and next turn he's going to roll out. What does all this mean? Well, it means we're really budgeting up on what we're going to have here, and I probably need something, and I'm not sure what that thing is going to be, but we're going to have to send something in. Or, because I could redistribute where I'm cutting PD, but look, guys, okay, here we're making a mage. Let's stop that. We're going to need all of our, none of this greedy mage production, which are going to sit around and research. We are gonna win some goddamn wars and punish people for fighting me. Want all of the money. All right. So here's the plan. I think we bump this up a bit. I mean, there's weird things I could do that would risk my Ring of Wizardry. I don't want to do that. The thing is, I'm actually legitimately worried about a Horror Harmonica Golem showing up here. Legitimately worried. This is the thing, if you hadn't played a ton of games, you would never think, oh god, you don't even know what a Horror Harmonica Golem is. You'd never think, oh god, it's turn 45, there's going to be a Magic Phase Horror Harmonica Golem. And it could be I waste all this time in thinking, because it gets so much simpler if I can Cloud Trapeze this lady out. But I'm spending all this time thinking, like, how do I defend this other place when I don't have any of that bullshit? Like Aerofend. So here's the main crux of it. Okay, this, we're gonna, first of all, every major's coming. Like so. I think I have all my, yeah, okay. All of you guys are coming. I think I'm going to bring this guy too, because he can do lesser air elementals, which is going to be real nice. These guys are all moving patrolling. We're going to make sure to bring some Mind Blasters. We're going to bring all of our goons that are worth anything at all. Hello. Oh, hello, please. Yeah, that's going to be it. Mad Ones. Dreamers we don't want to waste. These Mad Ones. I feel like we kind of don't want to waste those either. I kind of want to leave some of these here too. Okay, anyway, like this. And because I do have a necklace I want to put on this guy. So this guy is going to come hit this. We're going to move and patrol here. I've also got a big group of goons over here. And we're going to move and patrol these guys. And we're going to bring everybody. I think we'll leave the Dreamers. We don't want to... Everybody but Dreamers. Dreamers are important. They are pearls. Okay, these guys need somebody with actual leadership. Move and patrol. Perfect. And the important thing for this is there's a decent chance he hits this with a thug. And I think what we're going to do in case he hits it with a thug is I'm going to leave... We're going to have basically a go fuck off elves squad. And these guys are going to come move and patrol over here. And if everything goes correctly, we should just Raffle Stomp him. I mean, just absolutely Raffle Stomp him. So here we go. Basically, everybody here is going to just be on... Are these Dreamers? Attack, attack, attack. And I want him to just attack, fire, attack, 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 fire, fire, attack, 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 random targets, attack, 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 attack. And we can invade him too once we get Alt 6. But I'm not sure. It's very likely he pings me. How much supply do we have? We may actually run out of supply. No, well, let's see. We've got 145 here. How much do we have over here? Ooh, we actually will go starving. Okay, so we're going to leave some of the chaff at home. Especially this chaff, because it's going to be... turned into critters. Okay. So we're going to leave most of the chaff at home. We're going to bring some of it. I probably should not bring quite so much up here, too. I'll leave some of these guys. Okay, so these guys are coming over here, and everybody's attacking. Bubbles I have coming in. I'm not sure how we're going to script Bubbles. Life after death is pretty good in a situation like this, but he doesn't have any death gems, so that's not happening. I think what we just do with bubbles, I think he actually does turn 1 empower magic beings, turn 2 power the void, turn 3 attack closest or attack freer, and then I think this guy has to patrol it and do air elementals in case we have some idiot come in. And we'll give him enough so he can do 2 rounds of it. And I actually kind of don't want to be attacked this turn, because this coming turn, we're going to have a major upgrade. This coming turn, we're going to be getting Alt 7, which is going to give us Fog Warriors and Mass Protection. It's going to be really good. So that's that. So we'll do that. We'll let him attack into us, murder him with Mass Flight. Down here, I probably will set up a script, but it's going to be kind of minor, because I don't think there's much he's going to do. King of both worlds. I mean, he could send something. I've just got such a better army over here. Do I have somebody I could ping? Make it look like I'm going to attack him? Not really. Preach, preach, call God, preach. Okay, I'm getting our Dominion up. I still have to script all this. It's going to take me probably another hour to play the turn, because it's really complicated. This I'll set up a token defense for, so he can't just do a low commitment raid, but this will be pretty easy, I think. We'll probably just send like a few water elemental summoners and a small squad of meteorite guard. Oh, the other thing we get that I didn't mention that's going to be super cool, we get at Alt 7 is quickness, or quickening, which is overlooked a lot of times, but it can be really... It's not a very big area of effect, but it's really strong. So over here, this is also worth talking about. We're moving in. You can see there's a bunch of void critters here. Now I'll go ahead and group them so you can kind of see them. But a lot of greater othernesses, a lot of these dudes, they're all coming in over here, where you can see we've got more void critters to join them. And then this guy is teleporting over here, and he's going to gateway them back over to Blandos. And this is why I'm not really worried about losing much ground over here. And the thing is as soon as I hit Alt 8 and I can get this goddamn Fire Mage over there, which, god damn it, I need a plan for. We need to make an Amulet of Water Breathing for him. And I need to get him, maybe we do Boots of Quickness too. Amulet of Water Breathing, Boot of Quickness, and a Floating Ring would be ideal. And then he should be able to zip pretty far. Because, yeah, as soon as I hit Alt 8, which is only... We're going to get Alt 7 this turn. And then to get to 8, it's about 7,700, I think, RP. So that is 3 more turns after that. So not this coming turn, we're going to have Alt 7. And 3 turns after that, we'll have Alt 8. And when I have Alt 8, we can conquer everybody. Everybody. So we're not in a hurry to have the fights. We'll be going on the offensive sort of soon. You can see even with all the mobilization we've done, we're still really high in research. We're gonna have to mobilize a bit more here too. And I think I might keep this guy here because we do have a little bit of forging we're gonna need to do. So I think we're gonna have you make one of these. What was the other thing? Oh, we needed to make a floating ring. We're gonna actually go ahead and make that floating ring because I think I've got somebody else. The Ring of Levitation. Oh man, they kept that at 5. I was almost certain they would have made that cheaper. Because that it's not one that gets made often, but it's actually really good. Okay, Amulet of Solid Air, good. I need to figure if there's maybe a better place for my god. I'd like to use my god also to start picking off some of his armies, which I can do in the magic phase if I get him in a lab. But I'm a little bit worried about running into like a Scrotty plus his army. All right, well, we'll be gatewaying in our stuff soon. My thing with Ulm is actually kind of ticking down reasonably quickly. We can attack each other at turn 51, so it's actually not that far away. And I've got to figure out what Elfland's going to be. Ooh, this guy's becoming a prophet. So it's like, I realized you can't get, I realized you can't get more than one prophet a turn. I had been going through and checking, but one turn we had found like 4 of them, and then I can't remember if I told you. I probably did, but anyway, only one of them ended up becoming a prophet. It felt really bad. So after that, I decided to stop going through and naming them all, which was taking me probably about 10 minutes every turn, but it was fun because it was hilarious. But if it's not even going to work, we're not going to do it. But if I click on somebody and I see it, we'll do it. So that's actually nice. This guy hopefully will be able to... Well, we don't really have to worry about getting raided here, I think, at least. We'll have to put anti-elf defenses up. This will be pretty good here. I mean, elves, he's probably going to do like a vine shield or other stupid elf things. The thing is, these guys are actually pretty good against elves because they have 2 attacks. So, and they, you know... They pack 3 per tile, so it's 6 attacks a tile. And it's AP damage, so even though the damage doesn't look like much, they'll chip through elves pretty okay. So we have to figure that out. Oh, I need a golden hoplon, which I think we're going to forge one of these first. Like so. And I'm probably going to assume he's going to attack this fort too. Golden hoplon, 6 fire gems. Okay, which only cost us 4. And we're going to put 140 in this now. So, yeah. Global is starting to get kind of full too. They'll be full probably in a couple turns. They will be full in a couple turns. So yeah, I'll need to put a defense here. I'm not sure what it will be. I don't know. And I still have to manage this because I've done a bit more PD here, but that's not going to be sufficient. I mean, these idiots are going to run in. But I don't think that's going to be enough. I mean, we can put these guys on a sparse line and then on attack rear. And then we can put these guys in a skirmish formation and attack closest. You know, it would be good though. These guys hold an attack rear, and then I put this guy right by him. And his first thing he does is quickness. I don't have a water gem for him, but then we can do power the protection from the void. I think this will overwhelm him if he attacks. And I can also, because I've got some blood slaves, we can have this guy blood hunt. And we can give him some blood slaves. And he can summon imps, which will help distract... Oh, I don't have any blood. Oh, I don't have... I need a ring of water breathing for him. But we're going to make sure we get at least one of our guys out. We're going to move this guy... Because he'll have skeletal body... Well, he could still get one hit killed. Yeah, I don't feel great about this. I think we're actually going to have... Be nice to do darkness. I could let him... Oh, I don't have any blood. I was going to say we do a Sabbath, but I don't have blood. I do have a communion matrix, but I don't have blood, so I couldn't do... I was thinking I could do a communion and then do hell power and then do darkness, but that's not going to happen. Ooh, he could make a flesh eater, though, which I really fucking need. Oh, he can... Okay, he's making a flesh eater. And I think I commit this Ring of Returning to him. And look, I can give him... This is overkill, but we can do this. If he runs into... I'm going to get this. We're going to do... This is going to be a ridiculous kit, but this will keep him from dying. We do this, which isn't going to increase his HP for next turn, but we put the Ring of Regen on him. Aha! And he's going to regen up to this. And then with Liquid Body, I don't think it'll be possible for them to kill him. And if they attack, we're actually just going to have him run into combat. And if he gets hit... Oh, he needs to go home. We need him to get sent home, though. Okay, so we're not going to do this, which will give him Liquid Body. We're going to do this. Which will be fine. His protection's not going to be as good. Having doubts about risking all this gear. There's so much gear on an idiot. But sadly, I think... I mean, we could sacrifice a cultist, too. That's the other thing we could do. But then I have to take the Ring of Regen off. So I don't have Shambler skin. Oh my god, the decisions I'm having to make. What do I do? Because he can do skeletal body, which will be, he's probably going to get hit by an arrow. If he doesn't have this and he returns, he dies. So if I do the returning, I have to put this on him for this turn. If I lost all this, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would be fucking annoying. We could probably... Do I have an Astral 1 dude somewhere? I was going to say I could probably get luck on him somehow. I don't want to risk this guy's turn. 2 turns left for the Palisade. I don't feel comfortable about this. I don't feel comfortable about this. What I think I will do is leave this on, and then next turn that gives me a bit more flexibility. And we'll just put him at the back and have him do spells. I mean, he can actually do useful things. We'll give him a few death gems. He'll make some Horde of Skeletons. Just like that. That'll be fine. There, your job is done. You make 15 skeletons in combat. That will be good enough, sir. And, yeah. I think this will hold. I think this will hold. He doesn't have... He left a fair amount of mages here, too. I think he piles up for a big fight, and then we can potentially... I'm going to ping to see exactly what he's got, because he's probably going to attack from here this turn. And that will tell me... I'll know what he's attacking from in this direction, or I'll know what he's attacking from in this other direction, and I'll be good to go. I'll be very good to go. This, we're pretty strong. Oh, do I need to make anything? We've got... I don't think we need... Oh, I need the fire hat. God damn it. The fire hat actually... I think it's still worth making a flesh eater. I'm unable to goddamn trade for one. There's a chance I lose a hammer, but whatever. I fucking need a flesh eater. We're a little farther back, though. Yeah, without mage support, I'm pretty sure these guys will tear him up. Pretty sure. Pretty goddamn sure. Yeah, feel okay about that. What now? What now? Let's move you out. We're not making any more. Okay, we are. It's not really very needed. Yeah, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about that part. And I've had you guys for forever. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'm going to finish up the turn, but tune back in next time. Figure out how it all goes down. You can tell it's going to be very, very spicy. So looking forward to it. See you then.